Some dudes are coming over to temporarily fix the floor. I guess what they're gonna do is get some plywood, not this piece, but a big piece of plywood, and drill down and attach it to the timbers or whatever. And then we're gonna do like a more permanent fix in January once the drama of Christmas is over. Ooh, the drama of Christmas. They're literally coming over in just a couple of minutes, but maybe we can get the roundup done. Got a Celtic skull here. Sold 2 of these guys, so we're doing the double print. It's been a while since I did that. Spool, another T-Rex. Expect a lot of those. Skull can, Sharky. Came out a little messy, but this is the can dispenser. I realized I needed to put a bar here. I don't know why I didn't design that, but I'm just gonna like put a thing here. Maybe some tape, and then, I don't know. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna handle that. Big shark, big T-Rex, D20, mimic can, and we're doing one of the pipe cans here. Here we go. Well, they are going to take care of it. Probably today. Let's just clean this guy up real quick. So like I said, I'm gonna have to put something here to stop the cans from rolling out. But let's see what happens. Here is the big test. Yep. So it almost works, but we need to put something there. Just put some tape and touch 2 pieces of tape together. That basically works. Yep. I guess the ultimate test will be to put a bunch in. Gotta say, this is working pretty good. Sort of. Once we actually get this in the paint room, I'll make this all the same color probably. But yeah, this is a very efficient use of space. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy that I designed this and it actually just works. Wish I would have realized they can slip out of these holes, but whatever. I designed this thing in like a half hour. Yeah, as you can see, it holds a good bit. Also, the reason I made this open topped, let's say, with an open design, is so that you can do this. I know there's not enough space on my racks to actually stack them that high, but sometime in the future I may use these on a different rack or something, and it's kind of worthwhile. One thing I thought about with design is like how big to make this lip that holds the cans in. So I kind of did some experiments with different objects, sort of rolling cans against those objects, and I found it actually doesn't take very much at all. So this is like less than ½ an inch. But yeah, I'm gonna redesign this to have bars here to stop the cans. But if you want the STL, just leave a comment and I'll send it to you. Probably do need a larger printer to print it at this scale, but you can use this for smaller things as well. Like if you scale it down, you know, I don't exactly know what you could put in it, but other things that are smaller cans and stuff, or anything that's sort of long, you could probably put a bunch of cucumbers in this. We're gonna get a few things packaged first, but today we are making a giant buy of paint because we're going to need a lot. So I've got it here in the paint room. I also want to note that a feature of this design is you can take cans out the side. So you could have like the bottom levels being gold and the top levels being silver or whatever you want. But yeah, it's nice. Need a can, just pull it out. We're gonna package a bunch of stuff, but I think it's coffee time. We're gonna get coffee, then we're going to start these guys up when we get back. I really want to finish out this wall. Like, I've kind of had to dip into it because we've had stuff come up, but I want this thing to be full in a couple of days. There's this guy in Nacogdoches who has a big construction company. I've heard of him. His name is James Wood. Not James Woods. James Wood. And anyway, he's the guy that came over to look at the floor and stuff. And I felt pretty cool because he was actually kind of impressed by the operation. It seemed like he was, I don't want to say envious, but just actually like impressed. And this is a guy that I think he's one of the biggest construction guys here in Nacogdoches. So that was kind of a fun moment. His expression was like, wow, I would not have guessed that this was here. It's actually warm today, so you know what that means. Check this out. They put their sticker on upside down. It's supposed to say, "We the people have had enough." Cold brew from the drive-thru. Coffee stop my heart. You ain't had coffee yet. Ooh, baby. Adequately caffeinated, time to get to it. Made 2 of these cassette things for the wall, but that can wait. I think we'll do a little cassette music for this experience. We're gonna go with Mark Cohn. If you've never watched One Hit Wonderland, it's a great show that explores the rest of the story when it comes to one hit wonders, their careers and what they did afterwards and all that kind of stuff. They did an episode on Mark Cohn for his 1991 hit single, Walking in Memphis. Cher did a really good cover of that song as well, which I'm a little embarrassed to say, but it's actually awesome. Mark Cohn, classic early 90s, I guess you would say easy listening, but really actually quite a good songwriter. Almost in the vein of like the 70s singer-songwriters like James Taylor and people like that. He's like Michael Bolton, except not cheesy, not overdramatic, and generally actually cool. It's about to get real emotional up in this beat.
WC Handy, won't you look down over me? We've got
Catfish on the table. They've got gospel in the air. Reverend Green, glad to see you.
boy, you got a prayer in Memphis.
Where you gonna get in? Couple things. I decided to start doing the big boxes in here because there's actually more room. Like the front room used to be okay, but with all the big printers and the giant crack in the floor, it's actually kind of getting harder and harder to do the big things in here. Oh, or in there. But also, it got a lot cooler. It used to be real hot on this side. Oh yeah, another thing, they are sending guys over to patch the floor right now. They're getting it done in there. But yeah, way more room. Well, they're doing their thing. I'm gonna run down the street and drop off packages. Well, we're back, and that's what they did. This looks pretty walkable. It is quite solid. Yep, they drilled it into the existing timbers or whatever is under here. Yep, we're gonna do more permanent fix in January, February, somewhere in there, but this will work for now. redesigned or added to the design of the paint can dispenser. Like I said, if you need this or think you can scale this to be useful for something else, just leave a comment and I'll get it to you. All that stuff done, it is time to stock the F up on some paint. One, roses. These guys are $3 a piece for when we get the sunset fade ones. These are going to gild the Sharkies. The other color in sunset fade. I guess this shade would work for the sharks. It's about the color they are. Yeah, it's probably about enough here. Imagine getting all this for like 130 bucks, and we're still going to Ollie's. This is like a Tarantino film. They got that yellow here too. This stuff is amazing. Official shark gray. Wish they had more of this. That is a full trunk. Not really, but metaphorically. Technically, I still need some green. Probably a couple cans of orange as well. But they didn't have the really cheap kind at either place, and I feel like it might show up, so we'll wait a little longer on those ones. I'm guessing we'll sell at least a couple of those orange cats that you guys saw. And it could go the entire Christmas without selling a single orange thing. It's kind of the rarest color. Should probably get purple too. I don't know, we'll see. I really think there should be something called shenanigans. We are printing the next one of the can dispensers, and so far the first layer is good. Yeah, we're gonna organize this by color. We really stocked up on white this time. That's probably the color we go through the most. So we're gonna have 3 of these here. Man, maybe we'll just go the extra mile and make 3 for here. Or maybe I'll put like 1 or 2 on top or something. I'm not exactly sure. We only got like a week and a half before things get crazy. But this works really well, gotta say. Made a second one of these and just kind of kept it in line like this. And yeah, we're gonna tape it up. It's a little tight. There we go. Actually feels really wild just to be able to step anywhere I want right here. But we've set up all the printers to print, the ones that weren't printing at least. Got another rack, like I said, over here, and this one is printing a paint can rack, paint can dispenser rack. I guess it's probably the better way to say it. And now we're gonna just package stuff. Got a jet black T-Rex. Let's get these guys ready to get painted. Just gonna take off the supports. Saber-tooth skull. Honey badger skull. Big T-Rex head. Golden pug boy. Skull can. T-Rex dish. Stuffed pork chops and potatoes. I'm telling you guys, these little meals from Brookshire Brothers are the way to go. I think this was like $7. Golden David can. Little T-Rex dish. Octo boy. In my last official act for the night, we're gonna do this Smile-It-On skull. Well, it was a big day. Got a lot done. Got a sort of new floor. We've got 2 organizer things printing. This D20 is pretty close to done. We're gonna have like 5 or 6 of these ready to go. Maybe more, maybe we should aim for even more actually. This takes so long to make. ready to go for Christmas. We got an alien printing on here, got that one back in the going. Pipe can, the Sharko is about done, might get done in about an hour or two, not much to go there. And another big T-Rex head. Our cassette corner is even more decked out, and actually got a third one of these, we'll probably put it up there. We didn't get any more of these printers rehabbed, but there was a lot of extra stuff today, and that would be a great project for tomorrow. We still got quite a bit of time to get all this stuff done, but I'd rather get it done sooner than later. This guy's actually been doing really good. I gotta say, I'm shockingly impressed by these CR10 Pros. Even though I think this is like the oldest version of Pro, maybe. I could never keep track with all the different model numbers, but it's really not bad. I mean, the two Z-axis screws are nice. Plus these dual rails, I've never seen that on a printer this small. Actually, I probably have, but. And this guy's going good. Everything's looking pretty tidy. I didn't get it packaged today, but look how shiny that Mimic can is. Dang, the thing looks good. Ugh. Ooh. Oh man. Whew. Pretty good day overall. Oh yeah. And if you want to be featured on the business, I'll give a shout out again. Just message me on Facebook, and I'll send you the questions to answer and stuff, and we'll get you featured in another segment. I think today I am most grateful for having a bunch of paint that I could find of the different colors that I need. Even getting some extras of those sunset fades we do every once in a while, that was nice. I'm really glad that the can dispenser basically works. Obviously it needed a little redesign, but yeah, I did that, and it works really nice. It maximizes the space. Like, I kind of didn't realize how inefficient that space was being used before. It's kind of deceptive, but you can see all those white cans I could store in such a small space. It's really nice. Like I said, if you guys want the STL for that, just leave a comment and I'll make sure you get it. It would need to be printed on a fairly large printer. I think 380 is the max dimension, so you could probably pull it off on one of those Igloo Maxes, Neptune Maxes, or whatever they're called. But it works very well for paint cans, but you could pretty much size it to a bunch of different things. Really grateful for that. It's nice that the landlord at least got a temporary solution rather quickly, and it does work. They screwed it in place with pretty big screws, so it's not going anywhere. We'll read a couple comments. Elric Traveler said, grateful for a hot cup of coffee on a crappy day. Boy, don't I know it. You're speaking my language. Metal Sim Racer X on the last video as well commented, been watching the show and learning a lot. I'm paraphrasing. Very cool. And make sure you get your caffeine while you're watching the show. That's what everybody does. That's what all the cool kids are doing. But seriously, I am grateful to everybody that takes a few minutes out of their day to check in on what I've been doing here and leaving comments and thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. It's very encouraging, and it's great to get this out to people. We've got a nice little community, and there's a lot of makers I want to highlight in my videos. Message me on Facebook, and we just got a good thing going here where we encourage each other. It's a tough world out there, man. It's dog eat dog, and the dogs aren't this size. You know, this is a pun, but it's also kind of true. We 3D printing people are productive. We literally make and create things, but it's kind of like we enjoy being productive. You know, it's just nice making stuff. It's nice making new things or seeing something on a screen and seeing that thing come to life. I think that does kind of attract a certain kind of person, a constructive person that is a little more interested in solutions and overcoming things rather than just complaining about them. Problems are an important thing to recognize, but we always got to remember the real purpose behind recognizing problems is to solve them. Sometimes that is printing a shelf. Sometimes that's printing an automotive part. Sometimes that's a headphone stand, which is kind of one of my specialties. But all of us fundamentally are problem solvers. When you think about it, Sometimes the problem is like, I don't have a dreadnought for my 40k army, but it's a problem, and you guys solve them every day. I really want to make like a life-size dreadnought. Maybe that's what I'll do after Christmas. I don't know if I can make it life-size. I used to paint 40k models, Warhammer 40k, in case nobody knows. I only played the game a little bit, but I loved painting the models. That's a little bit how I got into some of this. Imagine that, just like a almost full-size freaking ironclad dreadnought. It's so hard not to just make stuff like that all the time. And giant dinosaurs and giant mechs. Yeah, it's very hard not to do that all the time. So we will not be talking about that. I could go on forever, but it is time for the gratitude gang up. Tell me what you are grateful for in the comments, and tell other people what you're grateful for. There's going to be people saying what they're grateful for, and if you're also grateful for that thing, tell them. Like, if somebody says, I'm grateful for my coffee, you can comment something like, put it in your own words, I also am grateful for my coffee. But it could be anything. It could be you just put your clothes in the dryer and got them out, and you got that nice warm dryer feeling. That is especially great when you live in the north and you're poor and it's cold and it's winter. I may be saying this from experience. Okay, I won't go on and on about it, but man, being poor and cold in the north, like, after you like cook something in the oven, you like open the oven so you can like stand around it. Yep, I did that. But yeah, in the comments, just let us know what you're grateful for, what you're working on, what small moments of joy you've got in your life, and anything else you want to share with the class, because we listen. And your special mission, of course, upvote other people's comments. It gives them that sweet notification where they see somebody like their comment, which means their contributions are rewarded. We are a group of people that reward positive and good and constructive contributions. We are constructive contributors. That is what we are. We are the Gratitude Gang. And all you have to do to be a part is just spread a little positivity in the comment section, but other places too. So I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, we got a couple more selfies. Oh, I also wanted to say, the people that ordered Chihuahuas, leave good reviews. Leave good reviews for Scott. He loves good reviews. It's his favorite thing in the world. So make sure you leave a good Chihuahua review for the Chihuahua. Please do that. So I'll see you guys next time. We got a couple more selfies in, so we'll see the montage. Peace out.